We're going to start with some Pilates breathing. So just come up to a nice seated, comfortable position. If this isn't comfortable for you, grab a yoga mat or a pillow or a towel and just stick it underneath your sit bone so that you are comfortable. Bring your hands to your rib cage. As you inhale, take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, push all the air out through the mouth. Deep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe into the side and the back of the ribs. And as you exhale, push all the air out. You keep breathing, I'm going to keep talking. Nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine you're blowing out birthday candles. We're going to use the breathing to help us through the whole class. Take a deep breath in. Feel your ribs expand, and as you breathe out, feel your waist contract. Again, slide your hands up to your ribs. Feel your ribs expand as you breathe in, and then feel your waist contract as you breathe out. Nice, deep, slow breathing. And then push all the air out through the mouth. Again, breathe into the side and the back of the ribs. And then feel your belly button draw in and up against your spine as you push all the air out through the mouth. Breathing in wide to the side and the back of the ribs. And then feel your belly button draw in and up against your spine to activate your abdominals. Deep breathing in. And as you breathe out, think about your transverse abdominis, which is a corset that wraps all the way around our midsection. Feel it contracting. Breathing into the side and the back of the ribs. And as you exhale, try to tighten that corset around your midsection. Deep breathing in. And then feel like there's a seat belt or a cummerbund cinching your waist away from the waistband of your pants. As well as you exhale, think about your pelvic floor. Those are the muscles that you would use if you really had to go to the washroom but you were trying to hold it. Another way to think about it is a super skinny pair of jeans. So every time you exhale, imagine you're zipping up a super skinny pair of jeans right to your belly button. Deep breathing in, and then as you exhale, zip up that super skinny pair of jeans right to your belly button. On every exhale, I want you to think of drawing your belly button in and up towards your spine, tightening your transverse abdominis or your corset, and zipping up that super skinny pair of jeans. We're going to use the breathing to help us through the exercises, so try to keep it going the whole time. Now we're going to come over onto hands and knees. Stabilize yourself by grounding down through your thumb and your index finger. You could almost take the baby finger side of the wrist off the floor. Grab onto the mat with your fingers so your knuckles might pucker up a little bit. Slide your shoulders down your back, let your neck be long. As you exhale, lift your belly button to your spine, let your head and your tailbone round. And then from here, lead with your tailbone. Let your tailbone lift, let your belly sink, and sequence one vertebrae at a time. And let your head come up last. Again, lead with your tailbone, let your tailbone drop. Scoop your abdominals up towards your spine, moving one vertebrae at a time with the head releasing last. Exhale, let your tailbone lift, let your belly sink, move one vertebrae at a time, opening the chest at the end. And then again, let the tailbone drop, hollow your belly, pull your abdominals up towards your spine, let your head drop at the end. And one more time, let the tailbone lift, let the belly sink, sequence one vertebrae at a time, chest opening at the end. And then bring yourself back into a neutral spine. So allow that natural curve in your lower back to exist. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze an imaginary ball between your knees so you feel your inner thighs working. Zip up that super skinny pair of jeans and tighten your corset, your transverse abdominis. That's your stability. From here, slide your right hand and left leg away from each other until they have nowhere to go but to float off the floor. Take a breath in And then exhale without shifting through the spine. Slowly bring the hand and leg down simultaneously. Now slide your shoulders down your back, slide your left hand and right leg away from each other until you have nowhere to go but to float up. And exhale, slowly bring them down without shifting through the shoulders or the hips. Let's add on. Right hand, left leg, reach away and lengthen. Now hold it here. Keep your belly lifted to your spine. Draw slow little circles with your arm and your leg. You can go in the same direction or the opposite direction. It doesn't matter as long as the torso stays still. Make your circles a little bit bigger. Challenge yourself. And now switch directions here. Keep your shoulders and your neck relaxed. Keep your head just looking at the top of your mat. Keep lengthening the crown of the head away from the tailbone and see if you can make your circles a little bit bigger without toppling over. And then hold the arm and leg here in stillness and simultaneously bring them home. Slide your shoulders down your back, let your neck be long, left hand, right leg, reach away, extend, go for length instead of height. And draw slow circles, arm and leg moving together. Lift the belly button to the spine, tighten the corset around your midsection, and zip up your pelvic floor, your super skinny pair of jeans. Now switch directions and make the circles a little bit bigger if you want. Just remember to keep your torso still, so try not to swish through the hips or the shoulders. Keep reaching the crown of your head away from your tailbone, and then hold the arm and leg here in stillness. Bring them home simultaneously. Nice work. Let's come down onto our stomachs. So lower yourself down. When we're working on our stomachs, make sure you lift your belly button towards your spine. Imagine that someone's trying to slide a piece of paper between you and your mat. Or think about having a little flame underneath your belly button. You want to keep your abdominals engaged the whole time to protect your lower back. Also, reach your tailbone towards your heels and press your pubic bone into the floor. That's going to keep our lower vertebrae elongated and relaxed. Press your feet, your thighs, and your pubic bone into the floor and keep your glutes relaxed. Bring your arms to the side, forehead resting on the floor. This is a swan prep. Slide your shoulders down your back, spread your elbows into the floor and wide, and then push a marble away with your nose to float your face off the floor. Keep the legs energized and pressed into the floor. As you exhale, without pressing into your hands, ride the exhale up a little bit further, coming up from the base of your shoulder blades. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, lower your spine, back down, forehead coming down last. Slide your shoulders down your back, spread your elbows wide, keep your belly button lifted, push a marble away with your nose. Exhale, ride the exhale up a little higher. Keep the feet firmly planted into the floor. Open the chest, long neck, and exhale to lower back down. Exhale, shoulders down, spread the elbows, push a marble away with your nose. As you exhale, let the upper body be light and float off the floor. You could lift your arms at any point because we're not pressing into them. And then exhale, lengthen your spine back down. Slide your shoulders down, spread the elbows, push a marble away with your nose. Ride the exhale up a little bit higher. You can stay here with the swan prep, or if you're feeling like you'd like to go a little bit further, keep your shoulder blades down your back, keep your belly button lifted to your spine, and gently start to press into your hands, opening your chest up, keeping the belly button lifted, abdominals engaged, and then exhale, slowly lengthen back down, elbows, and then forehead. Slide the shoulders down, spread the elbows wide, push a marble away with your nose, feet, thighs, and pubic bone pressing into the floor, opening your chest, keeping your belly button lifted. Don't lose the work through the shoulder blades. Keep those shoulder blades down your back. If you feel any discomfort through the lower back at all, please come down. We want to keep our abdominals engaged to protect our lower back. It's really important to strengthen our back for our posture, but we never want to feel sore or uncomfortable in our back. So please be mindful of your back through the whole exercise. Lengthening back down. We'll do one more time. Push a marble away with your nose. Keep the feet firmly planted into the floor. Keep your shoulder blades moving away from your ears. Lengthen through your neck. Get a little bit more length through the vertebrae. And slowly lengthen all the way back down. Nice work. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and we're gonna press up into a Pilates push-up. Press yourself up onto your knees. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And again, grab onto the mat with your fingers so your knuckles might pucker up a little bit. Ground yourself down through your thumb and your index finger so that you could almost take the baby finger side of your wrist off the floor. We don't want to gather our weight in the baby finger side of the wrist. From here, we're going to start on our knees in a nice long plank position. Inhale, come only halfway down, and then exhale, slide your shoulder blades down and press up. Inhale, lengthen the upper body back down, sliding the shoulders down. Exhale, lift your belly button and then press the floor away. Inhale to slowly lower, and exhale, lift the belly button and press the floor away. As you come up, try not to lock your elbows, so try to keep the elbows always a little bit soft. And think about the abdominals helping you through this exercise. We don't want to come any further down than the point where our biceps are parallel to the floor. So think of being conservative here. Shoulder blades down your back, away from your ears, and then press up. If you're finding this easy and you want a little more of a challenge, tuck your toes under, slide your shoulder blades down your back and press back through the heels into a full plank push-up. Inhale, lower halfway down. Exhale, press up. Inhale to lower, shoulder blades down. Let's do one more. Good work. Slowly to your knees, untuck your toes, and then press yourself back into a child's pose. You can rest your forehead on the floor here, or pile up your hands and let your tailbone relax into your heels. And then pull your belly button up towards your spine. Slowly roll up to a seated position and roll yourself down onto your back. We're gonna do a little bit of ab work now. So lower yourself down, bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. As you inhale, this is a small movement, just drop your eyes towards your chin, just lengthening out the back of the neck. And then as you exhale, use your abdominals to curl your head around. We're gonna stay in neutral, maintaining a little bit of a space underneath the lower back. Not a big space, but just allowing the natural curve in our spine to exist. And then exhale, use your abdominals to slowly guide you back down. Inhale, just lead with the eyes. Exhale, use your abdominals to draw you up. Collarbone relaxed, shoulders relaxed, head and neck relaxed. And then exhale, use your abdominals to release back down. One more time, inhale, lead with the eyes. Exhale, use the abdominals to come up. Inhale to hold, and exhale to release back down. From here, reach your arms up over your head. Inhale, arms up, shoulders down, drop the eyes. Exhale, use your abdominals to curl your upper body up. Inhale to hold here, and then exhale, slowly peel the upper body down as the arms come with you. Inhale, arms reach up, shoulders down, drop the eyes. Exhale, bring the upper body up. If you're feeling tension in your head or neck, just bring your hands back behind your head, or use one hand to guide your head, just to support it. Inhale, arms up, eyes lead. Exhale, use your abdominals to come up. Try not to press your lower back into the floor. Allow that natural spine to exist. Inhale, arms, shoulder blades down, drop the eyes. We do this nice and slow so that we can be very targeted and we're not using momentum at all to control the movement. Let's do two more. Keeping the shoulders and the neck relaxed and focusing our attention on the abdominals, which are drawing us up. This is the last one here. And exhale back down. Nice work. Let's add on. Interlace your hands behind your head. As you inhale, drop your eyes. Exhale, use your abdominals to curl your head around. And then as you exhale, zip up your pelvic floor, that super skinny pair of jeans, and float your knees one at a time into a tabletop position. We're gonna take a few breaths here. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Slide your shoulder blades down. As you exhale, squeeze your inner thighs together. Zip up your pelvic floor, that super skinny pair of jeans. And as you exhale, from the base of your shoulder blades, curl up a little bit higher. Not reaching with the chin or the neck, keeping them loose and relaxed. On every exhale, relax your head a little bit further. If you're feeling any tension in the head or neck, please relax your head back down to the floor. We'll do one more breath here. Exhaling, tightening the corset, feeling those abdominals engage. And then exhale, slowly draw your knees to your chest and guide your head to the floor. Let's go up again and add on. Inhale, drop your eyes. Exhale, use your abdominals to curl your head around, and this time extend the legs to the ceiling. Now, if your hamstrings are tight and you need to bend the knees, by all means keep your knees bent. But if you can, extend those legs long to the sky. If you feel any tension in your lower back, again, please bend the knees and release the feet to the floor. If you're feeling tension in the head or neck, please release your head back down and just do the lower abdominal portion. You can come back to the upper body when you feel like it. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. We're just gonna stay here and breathe. Exhale, reaching long through the toes. Exhale, squeezing the inner thighs together. Exhale, zipping up the pelvic floor. Relax your shoulders and your neck. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. Collarbone open, shoulders and neck relaxed. Let's do one more breath here. See if from the base of your shoulder blades you can curl up a little bit higher. And then exhale, slowly draw the knees to the chest and guide your head to the floor. Reach around and give yourself a little hug. Gently rock from side to side. That's great work. Let's go back up one more time and add on. Interlace your hands behind your head. As you inhale, drop your eyes. Exhale, use your abdominals to curl your head around and extend the legs to the ceiling. Again, if your hamstrings are tight and you need to bend your knees, please go ahead and bend your knees. Please watch your lower back on this one. We don't want to feel any tension through the lower back. As you inhale, bring your legs to the right and then circle them down. Exhale, zip up your pelvic floor as you bring them to the left and up. Inhale to the right, squeezing inner thighs together. Exhale, zip up the super skinny pair of jeans as you move to the left and back up. Circling the legs to the right and down. Watch your lower back. Don't go so far so you feel any tension in the lower back at all. And around and up. One more to the right. Protect your head with your hands. Exhale, around and up. Nice work. Let's do the other direction. Inhale to the left and away from you. Exhale, squeezing inner thighs and around and up. If you're finding this easy and you want a little more of a challenge, make your circle a little bit bigger. But if you start to feel tension in your lower back, you've gone too far. So please be conservative. Squeezing inner thighs. And let's do one more time. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Nice work. Slowly bend your knees to your chest and guide your head to the floor. Reach around and give yourself a hug and just gently rock from side to side, rubbing your low back into the floor. And then release your legs one at a time to the floor. Keep your feet and knees hip distance apart. Squeeze an imaginary ball between your knees so that your inner thighs are working. We're going to peel up into a Pilates bridge pose. As you exhale, curl your tailbone towards the ceiling, press your lower back into the floor and scoop the tailbone up, peeling up your vertebrae just to the very base of your shoulder blades. We don't need to come onto the head or neck at all. From here, inhale, and then exhale, slowly sequence your vertebrae back down with the tailbone coming down last. Again, scoop the tailbone up, zip up your pelvic floor and slowly peel the tailbone up. Take an inhale at the top and exhale, lower the vertebrae down one at a time with the tailbone coming down last. Keep squeezing the imaginary ball between the knees, slowly lengthening up moving the vertebrae just one at a time. And then exhale, slowly lengthening the vertebrae back down with the tailbone coming down last into neutral. Again, hollow out your belly, press your low back into the floor and scoop the tailbone up. Feel like someone's pulling your tailbone up towards the sky. And exhale, sequence the vertebrae down one at a time. There should be no tension in the head or neck at all. And this time we're gonna peel our tailbone up towards the ceiling and hold it. Again, please don't come any higher than the very base of your shoulder blades. You want the full shoulder blade on the floor. Squeeze the imaginary ball between your knees, press evenly into your feet, keep your tailbone lifted, your pelvis lifted, keep your glutes as relaxed as you can, and try to feel a nice long line of energy from your rib cage right through to your knees, reaching your knees away from you. Keep the inner thighs working, squeezing onto that imaginary ball. And from here, take one more breath in, and then exhale, slowly peel back down. Let's go up one more time, and we're gonna add on. As you exhale, hollow your belly, press your low back into the floor, zip up your pelvic floor, and slowly peel up. Hold it here, relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Keep your hips stable. And without dropping the hips, press into your left leg, draw your right knee into your chest and extend the right leg up to the ceiling. From here, we're gonna draw little circles on the ceiling with your toe. Inhale and exhale. So one breath per circle. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, shoulders and neck relaxed, and exhale. Try not to let the hips move at all. Inhaling and exhale, and then hold, switch directions. Your circle can be as big as you want it to be without wobbling through the hips. And you're gonna feel the leg that's on the floor working. Let's go for 2 more circles here. Again, as big as you want them to be without wobbling through the torso. And then slowly release the leg down. Press into the right leg. Keep the tailbone lifting and the pelvic floor zipped up. Draw your left knee into your chest, extend the leg to the ceiling. And inhale to circle across. Exhale to bring the leg around and up. Inhaling and exhaling, reaching long through that leg. Keep the shoulders and the neck relaxed. Keep the right leg active and keep both hips lifted. One more circle in this direction. Switch directions. Inhale to circle outside the body. Exhale around and up. Inhaling to initiate the circle and exhale to complete it. Keep pressing into the right leg. Keep the hips as stable as possible. Shoulders and neck loose and relaxed. And then hold, bend the knee, release the leg down. Keep squeezing the imaginary ball between your knees and sequence the vertebrae down one at a time. Tailbone down last. Hug your knees one at a time into your chest and just gently rock from side to side. Nice work. We're going to do a little bit more glute work here, so release the legs down one at a time. Draw your right knee in towards your chest and extend the leg up to the ceiling. From here, press into your left leg, hollow your belly, scoop your tailbone up and lift the hips just 1 inch off the floor. Now as you exhale, imagine that right leg is being pulled up to the sky, lift the hips all the way up just to the base of the shoulder blades, and exhale to lower to just 1 inch off the floor. Exhale to lift the right leg and lift the hips. Inhale to lower to just 1 inch off the floor. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, scoop the tailbone up, lifting. Inhale to lower, just 1 inch off the floor. 2 more. And lift. Keep that right leg reaching long and lift. And lower. And then exhale, slowly release all the way down. Let's switch legs. Draw left knee into your chest, extend the leg to the ceiling. Exhale, press into your right foot and lift the hips just 1 inch off the floor. Exhale, lift the left leg all the way up. Inhale, lower the hips to 1 inch off the floor. Exhale, press into the right leg to lift up, keeping the shoulder blades fully on the floor. Inhale to slowly lower. Exhale to lift. We're doing this exercise nice and slow so that we can be really targeted and really work that right leg. Keep the pelvic floor zipped up. Keep the shoulders and the neck relaxed. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower to 1 inch off the floor. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Press into the right leg. Inhale to lower. Let's do 2 more. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, feel that right leg working. Inhale to lower. And then exhale, release the hips all the way down. Release the leg. Nice work. Roll yourself over onto your side and come up onto your elbow. Now I'm going to give you an option for this exercise. If you feel uncomfortable being up on your elbow, if your neck is sore at all, just release yourself down onto your side with your head resting on your arm. But if you want a little bit more of a challenge, come up onto the elbow. We're in a nice long straight line, ear lined up with shoulder, lined up with hips, lined up with toes, and our feet are flexed. You're going to energize through your feet as if you're standing on the floor. Just take your spare hand and slide it underneath your armpit. And then just collapse down into your arm. Feel how there's not much going on under here? Now as you exhale, press up. You're going to feel energy underneath your arm. We want to keep that energy alive through the whole session. Bring your hand in front of you for support, or bring your hand to your waist for a little bit more of a challenge. Keep your bottom waist lifted. So really focus on lifting through the bottom waist, shoulders relaxed, nice proud open chest. Reach your top leg long, float the leg up. Now as you exhale, flex the heel, bring the leg forward, draw your belly button into your spine, and inhale, reach the toe long, sending it back. Exhale, flex forward, pull your belly button into your spine. Inhale, lengthen the leg back. Exhale, flex forward. Keep grounding through your bottom leg. That's for stability. Inhale back. You can move your legs as far as you want to as long as your torso is staying still. So try to keep that bottom waist lifted, open through the chest, nice proud chest. Press into the bottom arm and lengthen the leg. And inhaling, reaching back. Exhale, forward. Inhaling back. Exhale, pull belly button to the spine, press forward. Inhale, lengthen back. And then bring the leg home and release it down. From here, bring your hand in front of you for support. Relax your shoulders, open your chest. As you exhale, now we're going to reach both legs long, pointing the toes, floating the legs off the floor. As you exhale, draw your belly button to your spine, pull your knees to your chest. Inhale, send the legs long. Exhale, belly button in. Inhale, reach long through the toes. Exhale, belly button to spine. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Keep the chest open, shoulders down, neck long. Exhale, draw the belly button in, draw the abdominals in. Inhale, reach the leg long. Reach the legs long. 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Release the legs down and then slowly walk yourself down onto your arm. From here, relax the shoulders and the neck. Let your head be heavy into your arm. Line up your ear, your shoulder, your hips, and your toes. Take your spare hand, slide it underneath your bottom waist. There should be a little bit of space underneath your bottom waist. We want to try to keep that bottom waist energized through the whole session. Bring your hand in front of you for support, or bring your hand to your waist for a little bit more of a challenge. As you exhale, squeeze your legs together and float both legs off the floor. From here, we're going to start to walk the leg. So one leg moves forward while the other leg moves back. Inhale and exhale. Reach long through the toes. Keep the shoulders and the neck relaxed. It's easy to tense our neck here, so keep your neck heavy and relaxed. Keep your bottom waist lifted from the floor so there's a little bit of space underneath your bottom waist. Reach long through the toes.
And then we're gonna bring our hand in front of us and speed it up a little bit. And then if you feel confident, you can bring your hand back to your waist. Reaching the legs long, breathing as you need to, shoulders and neck relaxed. And then bring your legs together and slowly release them down. Nice work. Again, we're gonna squeeze our legs together, zip up through your pelvic floor and float the legs up. From here, we're gonna draw slow little circles with our toes. Inhale and exhale. One breath per circle. Again, you can bring your hand in front of you for support if you're feeling a little bit unbalanced. If you feel like this is too much, just circle the top leg and keep the bottom leg on the floor. If you want more of a challenge, bring your hand to your waist, or you can even bring your arm up over your head. And now switch directions, squeezing the inner thighs together, reaching long through both legs. Exhale, squeeze inner thighs. Keep zipping up your pelvic floor. Keep your torso as still as possible. One more circle here, nice work. And then release down. Excellent, let's stretch it out. Use your hands to help you as you walk yourself up to a seated position. Take your top leg and cross it over your bottom leg. Now you can straighten your bottom leg out in front of you, flexing the foot, or if you're feeling more flexible today, keep the bottom knee bent and just sit up nice and tall on the sit bones. Plant the foot into the floor, draw your knee to your chest with your opposite arm. Inhale, grow tall through the crown of the head. Exhale, reach behind your spine with your other hand and gently rotate yourself around. Inhale to grow tall through the crown of the head. Exhale, gently twist here. Inhaling to lengthen through the crown of the head, and exhaling, let your rib cage, your shoulders, and your chin twist. Gently drawing your knee a little bit closer to your chest for a nice stretch through the glutes and the hips. One more breath here, grow tall, and exhale, gently rotate. Slowly uncoil yourself back to center. From here, keep the top ankle over top of the bottom knee and just bring your legs to the front of the mat. So your ankle is on top of your knee, knee on top of ankle. And you may have a little bit of daylight under here and that's totally fine. Sit up nice and tall on the sit bones. Flex your ankles, so keep a nice right angle with the ankles. You don't want to let the ankle cave in. Really keep flexing your ankle to protect your knee. Sit up nice and tall, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, and this may be enough of a stretch for some. You want to feel a nice stretch through the glutes and the hips. If you want to go a little bit deeper, lengthen your chest forward. Feel like someone's pulling your chest forward with a string. Shoulder blades down, neck long, exhale, lengthening forward, and just breathe into those hips. We tend to carry a lot of our stress in our hips, so it's excellent to release them. Shoulder blades relax, neck long, slowly releasing forward. Just breathe into it. Does not feel good. And then slowly use your hands to press yourself back up to seated. Let's come down onto our other side and do the whole series over again. So lengthen yourself down onto your elbow, or you have the option, if your neck is bothering you, please come down onto your arm. If you want to be on the elbow, just take your hand underneath your armpit and collapse into it. Feel that there's not much going on with the muscles there. And then press into your arm, open your chest and lift yourself up tall. Lift that bottom waist and you can feel the energy underneath your body. You want to keep that energy lifting from the bottom waist, lifting from the bottom underarm. Your hand can be in front of you for support or on your waist for a little bit more of a challenge. Keep your feet flexed as if you're standing on the floor with your feet. And then as you exhale, reach your top leg long, floating it up to hip height. As you exhale again, pull your belly button to your spine, send the top leg forward. Inhale, point the top toe and reach the leg back. Exhale forward. Inhale, lengthen it back as far as you can go without toppling forward through the upper body. Try to keep the torso completely still. The leg motion is as far back and as far forward as you want it to go without wobbling through the upper body. Try to keep the torso nice and still. Keep pressing into the bottom arm, lifting from the bottom waist, sliding your shoulders down your back. Nice, proud, open chest. Keep energizing through your bottom leg to feel stable here. We're using our legs as a weight to work our torso. From here, keep reaching the leg a little bit longer as if someone's pulling on your heel and then pulling on your toe. Let's do one more. And then release your leg down. From here, squeeze both legs together, zipping up your pelvic floor, place your hand in front of you for support, and as you exhale, float both legs up. Keep opening the chest, nice proud chest. Exhale, pull belly button to spine as your knees come into your chest. Inhale, send the legs long. Exhale, belly button to spine. Inhale, reach the legs long. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Keep the chest open, lifting through the bottom waist. Belly button to spine, knees in, and then extend long. Two more. Nice control here. Excellent. Release the legs down. And now come right down onto your arm. Relax your head down. Let your head and your neck be heavy. Take your spare hand and slide it underneath your bottom waist. You want to keep a little bit of energy underneath the bottom waist. So try to keep that bottom waist lifted by reaching your top leg a little bit longer so our hips are stacked one on top of the other. You can bring your hand in front of you for support or your hand on your waist for a little more of a challenge. Squeeze your legs together, zip up through your pelvic floor, and then float the legs off the floor. From here, we're going to start with walking. So inhale and exhale. One leg moves forward and then the other leg moves forward. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Keep reaching with the toes as if someone were pulling on your toes, making your legs a little bit longer. Try to keep your bottom waist energized. Don't let it be lazy and collapse into the floor. Keep your hips stacked one on top of the other by reaching the top leg a little bit longer. Relax your neck. Let it be heavy into your arm. And then we're going to bring our hand in front of us for support and speed it up a little bit. Reach the legs long, keep the bottom waist lifted, speed it up, make it a little bit of a smaller movement. Challenge yourself here. If you're feeling comfortable, bring the hand back to the waist without wobbling through the upper body. Keep your head, neck, and shoulders loose and relaxed. And then close the legs and release them down. Nice work. As you exhale, squeeze your inner thighs together, zip up through your pelvic floor, and float the legs up. Feel like someone's pulling on your toes. From here, we're going to circle the legs. Exhale to circle up. Inhale to circle down. Exhale them up. Inhale down. If you're feeling like more of a challenge, bring your hand to your waist, or you can even bring your arm up over your head. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Keep your bottom waist lifted. Keep zipping up through your pelvic floor every time you exhale. That's your stability. And then hold, switch directions. Exhale to lift, inhale to circle around and down. If you're feeling wobbly, bring your hand to your waist or bring it to the floor for support. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Send the legs up a little bit higher if you feel like you want a little bit more of a challenge. Feel your bottom inner thigh lifting your top leg. 2 more. Excellent. Last one. Nice work. Use your arms to help you as you press yourself up into a seated twist. Cross your top leg over, and again, you can extend the bottom leg out, flexing the foot, or if you're feeling flexible today, keep your bottom leg bent. Sit up nice and tall on the sit bones, draw your knee to your chest with your opposite arm, and then reach behind your spine with your other arm. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, gentle rotation here. Inhale to grow through the crown of the head. Exhale, rotate your rib cage, your shoulders, and your chin. Grow tall and exhale to twist a little bit further. And then slowly uncoil back to center. Take your top ankle, keep it flexed, and place the ankle on top of the knee, and then knee on top of ankle. And again, you may have a little daylight here, and that's totally fine. You may find this stretch is different from side to side, and that's totally normal. Keep the ankles flexed, knee on top of ankle on top of knee. Sit up nice and tall through the spine. Should feel a nice stretch through the hips and the glutes on this side. Grow tall through the crown of the head, and you can either hang out here and breathe into your hips, or if you want to make it a little bit more intense, lengthen your chest forward. Feel like someone's pulling the chest, exhaling, lengthening forward a little bit further. Use your hands on your side for support. Exhale to fold a little bit deeper. Letting your tailbone be heavy, your sit bones heavy, and just breathing into the hips. You've done a lot of great work today, so take this time to enjoy releasing any tension from your hips. One more breath. And then use your hands to help you slowly come back up. Excellent.